Let's have a look at a story captured by Citizen, Friday, 5th July 2024. News alert. President Ruto says the 12-year-old boy shot in Rongai during anti-government demos was shot by a civilian who snatched a gun from a police officer. Those remarks were made by William Ruto today during his engagement with Kenyans on X Space. He's saying that the 12-year-old boy who was shot 8 times was not shot by the police, but by a civilian who took away a gun from a police officer. That's William Ruto for you. Just a few days ago, when he was being interviewed at State House, when he was asked about that boy, Ruto was very ignorant about that incident. And he was asking whether the boy was alive or not. Today, he's saying the boy was shot by a civilian who took away a gun from a police officer. It's clear that's a lie. And if you listen to Ruto, then the more you listen to Ruto, the more you doubt whether he's mentally okay. Yes. I want us to put all this into perspective for Kenyans to understand what's happening here. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. Yes. Let me say this. I still maintain that as time goes by, the situation is only but going to worsen because William Ruto is out of touch with the ground. Kenyans and most of Gen Zs were on the streets because of these open lies by Ruto. All those little things accumulatively led Kenyans to the streets. Today, William Ruto was engaging the so-called youths or Gen Zs, but is lying in broad daylight. That means this disconnect between William Ruto and these Kenyans will continue, and the situation will only but worsen. That's something coming out very clearly. There is a very big disconnect between Ruto and Kenyans. Ruto maybe has not realized that Kenyans are against his lies. Or maybe he has not realized he's lying. That's a very big disconnect that will only help in causing a very big split between Kenyans and Ruto. Secondly, Ruto is not fit holding a public office. Not once, not twice, but on several occasions, he's exposing himself as a perennial liar. That goes against Chapter 6 of our Constitution on leadership and integrity. Ruto is lying in broad daylight. That only means he's not fit holding a public office. He fails that test on leadership and integrity. So he's not fit holding a public office. And that's also a reason why some Kenyans were on the streets. Kenyans were protesting on various issues. If also you listen to William Ruto, I'm seeing a person who's just buying time, just as I've been explaining in my videos. I'm not seeing somebody who's honest, but somebody who's just trying to play on Kenyan psychology. He still thinks that Kenyans are not aware of what's happening. All these things accumulatively are making Kenyans hate Ruto more, because any time or any opportunity gets to address Kenyans, he must lie. And I don't know why he's behaving that way. Even where lying is not even necessary, he has to lie. And if it's true that the boy was shot by a civilian who took away a firearm from a police officer, then that in itself confirms that these police officers are not qualified to be police officers. They are not qualified. Were they qualified in the first place to be police officers? Because honestly, I don't think such a thing can happen that easily as William Ruto is trying to make it. Were those police officers qualified in the first place to be police officers? That rings some bells of corruption. How these people do get recruited. Again, if you look at what happened today, William Ruto is trying very desperately to divide Kenyans, to divide the Gen Zs. And already the government is wasting taxpayers' money buying some of the influencers. We are being told some are being bought. And even the one who hosted William Ruto today on X, we are being told he was bought. He was paid some money. In the history of all revolutions or struggles, there must be collaborators and betrayers. So that's not strange. There are always betrayers in any struggle. That cannot kill the spirit of the struggle. The struggle has to continue, because I'm 100% sure that William Ruto will not implement the demands by Gen Zs. That only means he will have just postponed the problems. And at a point again, there will also be an eruption. And when there will be an eruption again, then it might be more dangerous than what we saw at Parliament. So all in all, I'm seeing a William Ruto who is out of touch with the ground. I'm seeing a William Ruto who is destined for destruction. He's blind and deaf, just as I've been explaining in my videos. Each passing minute, he keeps making mistakes after mistakes. And it's only but going to worsen in the coming days. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Any person watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give the video a like. The remarks by Ruto confirms he's still living in his own utopian world. He has not yet understood what's happening. He does not know why Kenyans are on the streets. That's why he can still afford to lie. So William Ruto will not find a solution to all these things Kenyans are complaining about. He's in his own world. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.